Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is April 18th, 2011, and as promised, my second tutorial will be about NAudio and loading and playing MP3 files. So you can grab my first tutorial source code up here at giawa.com, that's giawa.com/tutorials. We're going to build upon the solution we made yesterday. So if you didn't follow along with that tutorial, you can grab the source code here. So here we go, this is my first tutorial, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove myself from this view so that your view is unimpeded. You can see everything that I'm doing here. And I'm going to go and start to change this form a bit. This is our second tutorial, and we're going to be opening an MP3 file instead of a WAV file. So an MP3 file is compressed audio, whereas a WAV file is uncompressed PCM data. So we'll have to use something other than a WAV file reader to get our audio source. We're going to need to use something called a block-align reduction stream. And what this does is it takes the uncompressed PCM data from the MP3 to PCM conversion and creates something that appears to be a large block of uncompressed audio that your audio card can use to output to your speakers. Otherwise, what would be happening is the audio card would be finishing up some uncompressed audio and it'd be waiting for that conversion stream to kick it back some new audio. So this artificially creates a larger stream so that it looks like there's a lot of uncompressed data available to your audio card. So if you don't use this, you'll get sort of stuttering, the speed might not quite be right for your MP3 file when you're playing it. So block-align reduction stream will take care of that for you, and now we're going to go through and edit our open file button method. We'll change this filter so that we can open MP3 files. And now what we'll have to do is actually build up this block-align reduction stream. So it takes a WAV stream as its constructor, and we can get an NAudio WAV stream. And we'll call this PCM because it's going to contain the uncompressed PCM audio data from that MP3 file. And we're going to use a WAV format conversion stream to actually perform the conversion between the MP3 file format and normal PCM data. Now this takes a WAV stream in itself, and NAudio does have a class called MP3 File Reader which provides this WAV stream. MP3 File Reader takes the file name as its constructor, and now we're ready to create our block-align reduction stream and give it that PCM WAV stream in its constructor. Now we just have to give this block-align reduction stream to the direct sound out initialization method. And that's all there is to it for this. Now we need to just quickly go and change our dispose WAV method so that it uses that block-align reduction stream instead of that WAV file reader. So with a few small edits to our code, we should be ready to compile and run. Now we'll click Open MP3 File, and you can pick your favorite MP3 file that you have on your computer. I'm sure everyone has a few of them. So I'll pick tutorial2.mp3 and I'll open that. And as before, the pause button works great. If we hit play, you'll pick up where it left off. Perfect. So we'll close that. It should dispose of all of its resources nicely. And since we did this so quickly, I'm going to sort of ad-lib this. We'll have it so that you can play both WAV and MP3 files. So let's just edit this really quickly so that this is an audio file. See how quick we can do this. Change this so that it allows both WAVs and MP3s to be selected. Now we'll say if the file name ends with .mp3, we'll do exactly what we did there. Let's move this up above. Actually, yeah, we'll use the block-align reduction stream for everything, so this will be great. Else if open.filename ends with WAV, Now we'll do something similar here. We'll go NAudio.wave.wavestream. And do new NAudio.wave.wave channel 32. And we'll pass it a WAV file reader just as we did before. There we go. That should really be all. We could catch or throw an exception here if you pick a file that's not a WAV or an MP3. So let's see. No, don't have that one. Sure, invalid operation exception. Alright. Let's do that properly there. That looks like everything we'll need. And let's just edit the form a little bit so that we're opening an audio file. Great, let's compile this, run it, and we'll give it a try. Open audio file, and we'll try opening the WAV file from tutorial 1. Ooh, that is my fault. That is my fault. I was getting too used to this syntax up there. I put a star in there. Don't make that mistake. You caught it. I know you did. Excellent. Now let's try the MP3 file. Now we support 2 different file types in the second tutorial, which is awesome. We got a lot more accomplished than I expected to. So we'll move on to tutorial 3 tomorrow, and that's going to be, let's say, how about writing out a WAV file using NAudio. So we'll take an MP3 file as an input, and we'll convert that to a WAV file and write it out using NAudio. That sounds pretty exciting. So I'll see you tomorrow or whenever you watch this video. Remember that all these videos, all the source code is all available on my website. Once again, that's giawa.com. I'll put it all up there for you guys. Unfortunately, you have to find your own MP3, but I bet you've got tons hanging around. And have a great day. I hope you enjoy coding.